Well, let's get more on that Wisconsin town hall event that Gabe mentioned with NBC News reporter Julia Jester. Julia, good morning. So first off, just set the scene for us ahead of tomorrow's state Supreme Court election. What is at stake here? Why is it so important, even if you don't live in this state?
Well, Savannah, this is shaping up to be the most expensive state judge race in U.S. history, and that is because it will determine the balance of power in the Wisconsin Supreme Court, which could affect issues like abortion and redistricting and any case that comes here in this key battleground state. So you have conservative Brad Schimmel and liberal Susan Crawford raking in all of these donations from Elon Musk on the Republican side and George Soros and Governor J.B. Pritzker on the Democratic side. And so they're really making this race a national one with quite the implications beyond the borders of Wisconsin, Savannah.
What did we hear from Elon Musk yesterday, and how do voters in Wisconsin generally feel about his influence, what he's been doing at DOJ, the fact that he's spending this time in their state?
Well, Savannah, in 2025, we are quite used to local state elections kind of being nationalized, but last night may have been the first time they were globalized, with Elon Musk saying that this could determine the future of the world. Now, for a town hall that was supposed to be about Wisconsin, we didn't really hear much about the state. Instead, voters were asking about DOJ, and here in Wisconsin, a recent poll showed that registered voters view Elon Musk unfavorably. A majority of them do, but last night, the ones in the room couldn't have been more supportive of the actions of DOJ. But there was one questioner who asked when DOJ checks might be coming. Musk kind of dodged that one, saying it would be up to the president and Congress. But beyond that, he hit several topics, from the attacks on Tesla cars, the quote expensive job that he's doing here in Washington that's really costing his companies. And at one point, he even shouted, "End the Fed," saying that a magic 8-ball would be better at predicting interest rates or handling those than the Federal Reserve. So quite a wide-ranging event there, Savannah and Joe.
Yeah. Julia, also, I mean, we saw this moment where Musk hands out these $2 million checks at the event to attendees. Tell us about the legal questions that particular issue is raising and how people there are reacting to that.
Yeah, so this legal saga began when Musk announced the event, and he said that he would be giving out those two $1 million checks to those for, quote, appreciation for taking the time to vote. Now, he deleted that post and later clarified that the checks would be to become spokespeople for his petition against activist judges. So kind of doing a little bit cleanup there, but it was a little too late for the Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul here in Wisconsin, who sued to block Musk from giving out those checks, arguing it violated Wisconsin state law, which said that you cannot offer anything of value in exchange for somebody's vote. Now, he appealed that all the way up to the state Supreme Court, believe it or not, where all of this is kind of at stake here. And they declined to hear the case at the 11th hour last night, right before the event started. And so, as we've all seen, the checks were given out, and it will remain to be seen if it becomes an issue in the future. But I spoke with voters on both sides of the aisle. There were a lot of protesters out there yesterday as well. And here's what they had to say about the look and the optics of offering up to $1 million to vote in this election. Here's what they told me.
Do you feel like Musk's $1 million giveaway is bribing an election?
No, absolutely not. I don't think it's a problem. I mean, I think it becomes a problem when things aren't transparent.
We are tired of Elon Musk and Trump and the oligarchy they are creating for our nation. He's trying to buy the election.
It's appalling to me personally. It's election bribery at its base, and it should not be allowed.
So Elon Musk has spent his time, his X posts online, and his money in this race. And we will find out tomorrow whether Musk's influence will help or hurt the conservative in this state Supreme Court election, Savannah.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.